She was last seen 15 days ago at this now abandoned home on 35th and Leland Avenue.
"24-year-old Nakyla Williams was born on May 30th, 1997, and is the second oldest of 4 children. She is described by friends and family as smart, kind, easy to talk to, and just an overall cool person. She also loves to do hair and would often post her work on her social media pages. Unlike most 24-year-olds, Nakyla enjoys spending the majority of her time at home and spending quality time with her family. Sadly, her father passed away in 2017, making the relationship between her and her mother even stronger. She talked to her family on a daily basis, whether it was her parents or her siblings. On November 10th, family members realized they had not heard from Nakyla, raising immediate red flags. The last time Nakyla was seen was on November 9th, leaving her mother's home, getting into a gray Chevy Silverado 4x4 with, at the time, an unknown black man. Luckily, this was all caught on camera, and the license plate number was eventually tracked to a home roughly 5 minutes from where she was last seen. When the family approached the home, the occupants insisted they knew nothing about the vehicle or the individual it belonged to. With the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department being little to no help, her mother began her own investigation, ultimately providing police with the information that they should have been providing to the family. Her family was also able to access her call log history, which revealed a number that called Nakyla shortly before she left her mother's home. This led family members to believe the number belonged to the individual who picked Nakyla up. The phone number was connected to the owner of the same vehicle she was last seen getting into. After going back to the home to investigate, her family noticed the truck was gone, the house was vacant, and the security cameras that were present during their first visit had been removed. After Nakyla went missing, the individual who family members believed she was with stopped all activity on their social media page and unliked all the pictures they originally liked on Nakyla's Facebook page. Family members were also able to match a hat from the individual's last video post made on October 1st to the video footage of Nakyla leaving her mother's home. After she failed to show up for the celebration of the passing of her favorite uncle, which is something her family did on an annual basis, they knew something was wrong. Her mother was also scheduled to have brain surgery on November 23rd, which she also was not present for. As of today, her mother has not been able to receive her brain surgery due to her determination of bringing Nakyla home. Nakyla's mother begged people in the community to come forward with any information. Family and friends, even strangers, flooded Facebook with video posts, images of flyers, and messages regarding Nakyla's disappearance. They even demanded that local news channels provide exposure to her case the same way they do for similar cases of women of other races. It would take IMPD and the news roughly 3 weeks after she was initially reported missing to finally put out a missing person alert.
IMPD released a missing persons alert for Nakyla Williams, but not until last night.
Yeah, CBS 4's Russ McQuaid talked with the missing woman's family, who was asking what took so long. He joins us now with more. Hey, Russ.
And good evening, Debbie. Nakyla Williams' mother has been on the case of her missing daughter from the start. She says she developed her own leads and a suspect's name. Nakyla Williams' mother says her surveillance camera captured images of the truck and the man her daughter left with 3 weeks ago.
I have given IMPD every lead that I've come up with. Luckily, I had cameras. Luckily, I know what's going on. It's not like she just vanished and I don't know. These are facts. These are facts.
Her family said Nakyla knew the man and his friends from a house in the 3400 block of Leland Avenue.
They know something. And everyone's just, I don't want to be in it, but you need to look at him. This is what he did.
It took IMPD 3 weeks to go public with Nakyla's disappearance because no foul play was suspected, leaving her mother frustrated. Because when it comes to missing persons cases, there are specific parameters that must be met. The unsolved disappearance of Molly Datillo from Indianapolis in 2004 led lawmakers to pass Molly's Law to require more immediate investigations.
The days in the beginning matter. You know, your hours, your hours, seconds, whatever, you know, it all matters when you're looking for a missing person. Months later, tracks are covered up. it just gets harder and harder.
Under the law, for a case to be considered high risk, the missing person must be the victim of a crime, missing for more than 30 days, be less than 21 years old, or in need of medical attention. There's no proof that Nakyla fit into any of those categories. That's why her family believes recently discovered evidence convinced IMPD to finally release a missing persons report.
But I found out nothing's out of my power when it comes to your child. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I will climb anything to find out. I will do anything to find out what happened to my child.
Nakyla's mother, along with community members, organized various search parties within the surrounding areas where Nakyla was last seen. They searched woods and abandoned homes with no luck. IMPD eventually revealed the name of Beston Hoyle, who was identified as possibly having information regarding Nakyla's whereabouts. Hoyle is the owner of the vehicle seen in the video footage and the last number in Nakyla's phone log. The search will go from Indianapolis to Flint, Michigan.
Nakyla Pope says her daughter left their house in this silver truck, caught on their home security cameras. Detectives want to talk to Beston Hoyle from Flint, Michigan. They believe he and Nakyla may have traveled there.
I want my daughter back by any means. And as a parent, if you understand me, you know where I'm coming from. And I'm sorry, but I just need the community's help at this point. Everybody's help.
Nakyla searches for clues, hoping her daughter is still alive.
I'm coming, and I'm looking for you, and I'm going to find you, Nakyla.
Her mother says she was last seen 15 days ago at this now abandoned home on 35th and Leland Avenue. Williams was wearing a black top, black puffy jacket, and ripped blue jeans. Pope says Williams knew the people who stayed here, and it's out of the ordinary for her not to return home or call.
She's a Lawrence Central graduate. She's a very smart girl. She's a grown woman, true enough, but she is not. She loves her family, and she would reach out to me. 24 hours. There's not a doubt in my mind. And people are covering up things, and we need to get to the bottom of it. And I need help.
A photograph of Beston Hoyle, who they believe may have information about her whereabouts. Police believe Nakyla may have traveled to Flint, Michigan. Her family says they haven't heard from her in 3 weeks. Today, friends and family gathered to search a home on Leland Avenue where Nakyla was last seen.
Everybody's scared, but there's no fear when it comes to your child. Just speak up and say something. I know y'all don't want to say nothing because y'all don't want the police at your door.
IMPD Deputy Chief Kendall Adams and a missing persons detective met with the Williams family before the search today. Fox 59's Russ McQuaid spoke with him later about how these cases are handled.
If somebody thinks their case is not getting feedback from the detective, what should people do?
Yeah, the first thing is to reach out to a supervisor. Reach out to the supervisor of that particular unit. And if that supervisor doesn't respond or doesn't have a response, a timely response, they can always call my office at 327-3730.
IMPD told us tomorrow detectives will meet with Nakyla's family to bring them up to date on this investigation.
If you see something, say something. That's the problem now. I don't want nobody say nothing. We need help, please. Please.